The company was established in 2005. Initially, it was focused on artist t-shirts, and then over time we evolved to gradually have more and more streetwear brands. Today we're the largest independent streetwear retailer based in California. My name is Ori, my nickname is Moose. I am the founder of Moose Limited. So in May of 2000 we opened a record store in Sherman Oaks, and it was called The Basement. People would do breakdancing, we brought a sofa in there, people would sit and hang out. It was a great vibe. And then over the years this evolved into a record label. This record label called Basement Records really evolved into a bigger entity.
In 2002, I was working for Ori, this place called Basement Records. So the Basement was pretty much the premier underground hip-hop store in LA. There wasn't really any other place in the valley where you could go and experience that culture.
This is a flyer that was made for a show, and this was around 1998. And if you can see this guy right here pointing to the top, this became our eventual logo for Basement Records, and all the businesses that ensued started from this one piece of art. And it was growing until the age of downloads really hit. So at that point, the business was not viable as it was. Around that time, the insight came that while you can download digital, you can't download physical products such as t-shirts. There was no real place to get all these independent artists' t-shirts and other merch on the internet.
When it started, it was out of Ori's garage, and then we moved into an 800 square foot shitty room with cockroaches, and then that eventually turned into the warehouse that was up the street, 5,000 square feet, and then now we have a 20,000 square foot warehouse in Chatsworth. I mean, we started out with just drawings of t-shirts on the website. We didn't have actual photos. So like when we'd present to the people at the trade shows, there was nothing to really show them. Really the big break, I think, was we got Penfield in around 2007 or 2008, and then that kind of brought on a bunch of other brands.
My favorite thing about Moose is that I don't see very many online retailers that really go straight for streetwear as far as women is concerned. It's hard to find it all in one spot. When I first got involved in streetwear, there wasn't that many women's brands. I mean, I was wearing boy clothes for like 3 years. I already had good relationships with a lot of these brands, and lucky for me, a lot of the men's brands are experimenting in women's wear now. And so since I already had those relationships as a model or just as a colleague, it's good because now I can bring them in as for Moose. For me, it's not so much about the number of brands that I have. I would rather have the best ones.
I first learned about the hundreds just by going down Fairfax and being on Rosewood and kind of experiencing that culture. We first decided that we wanted to bring on the hundreds when we were at a trade show and we saw all the buzz around it. They were kind of the booth that was closed off, so they were the cool dudes. And so we'd approach. Scotty was always standing at the edge of the booth, being a dick. He'd deny us every single time. And then that was kind of the goal, was to get to hundreds.
Having the hundreds on our site was a huge monumental moment for us, because it really helped us transition from having a lot of very small brands with limited demand to having a brand that was extremely exclusive online. So for us to join team with them was a big deal, which happened about 4 years ago.
Hey guys, I'm Katie, here at the Hundreds Home Base. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and see more exclusive videos down below. And check out thehundreds.com, covering the latest and greatest in street culture from around the world.